Everybody, good to see you. It's been a while. Well, I did do a vlog yesterday, but it was very short and rushed. This is a bit more relaxed, and I wanted to just start making vlogs again, and just kind of talk and chat and all. All vlogs are rambly, so I apologize for that. I don't give it much editing because I just want, currently at least right now, I want to pump out videos of something, right? I want to do this as a career and such, so I need to be comfortable with just using the software and be consistent with it, even if it's small and I have something to do. I don't want to waste time and get really into the nitty-gritty when I'm just learning other stuff as well. But I've been doing okay. Yesterday I was doing well. I've been reading about my ADHD and dyslexia, and I've been taking steps and using strategies I've been learning to get stuff done. And I think it's been helping a lot. Also, the weather's been great despite the air quality that we have currently. The Canadian fires brought a lot of smoke down. I'm not in New York or anything, but it's enough where I can't go out to run. And I would love to do that, but I can't. So currently I'm learning Affinity Photo and about like curves and lighting and masks and stuff. Same with Final Cut Pro, taking a color course. So it's been helping and it's been good. And I'm glad I'm finally hitting the things that I need to hit, that I want to hit. Previously, I would wake up late, feel like shit the whole time, having this huge mental wall against me doing this kind of stuff, and it's gotten a lot easier recently, and I want to keep riding that. So it's great, but I also kind of feel scared because I've had this feeling and rolling forward before, but I would always end in failure because something would happen. Like I would have to do something with work, so I'm gone for a week, and then it takes me like a month to get back on track and stuff like that. Or I would put too much on me. Like I would have dance, and I would try to do this, and I would try to get fit, and it just wouldn't work. And I can really only do one thing at a time, and I realized that last year. But like an idiot, I was doing that again where I had two things I had to focus on. So it really sucks, and it's a tough balance, and I need to work with my brain and all. The biggest thing and the biggest comfort I've learned through these books of ADHD and dyslexia is that these mental conditions are real, there. And while it has a lot of benefits to them because you're wired differently, it also has a lot of negatives. It's an accommodation. It's accommodations you have to use and make up for. It's like wearing glasses or being on a wheelchair, like you're not going to tell someone who's nearsighted to look harder, you're going to get them glasses. Someone with a wheelchair, you're not going to tell them to climb the steps anyway and crawl up. You're going to use that ramp. And that's what you need to do with mental, disabilities, which is now called more, I believe it is, I could be wrong, but called mental differences. Learning differences in school instead of learning disabilities, which I like because it makes you think you're not broken and all. There's a lot, I won't get into it, but there's a lot of self-esteem issues that come with it and all. So it's a lot, and I'm just now learning and working with them. I think a big thing that I can attribute to starting to do this stuff again is that knowing that I have a really bad sense of time. I literally make a schedule and I use it every day. It's on my computer. I always see it. I know what's next because I'm also really bad at transitioning from one thing to the next. For example, if I finish one thing and I don't have something on my schedule and I'm like, I have these 100 things on my to-do list I can do, or even like 10 or 5, I kind of get paralyzed and I don't do them, or I procrastinate and I'm like, I can do them later and all. But having like, all right, I've done this, now I can do this, now I can do that, I've set these times to do it, help a lot. And it also helps me when it comes to just getting ready for work and such, because I know I can fit these things in and then go for it. And I also leave time for transitioning, so if I'm done, say, reading, for example, I have 15 minutes to kind of shuffle over to the next thing, because there might be stuff I need to think about or other stuff I need to do that just annoy me that I can't not do at that time if I'm at home. I try to eat right as well, and it's good. It's good. Something that happens with ADHD is if someone throws a wrench in your plans, even if it's a small itty bitty one, it can like ruin your whole day or your whole week. I've experienced that, and I touched on that just earlier when it comes to just like working and then taking a little vacation. It would take me like a month or something, like a long time, maybe not a month, but like a week or two to get back into the swing of things, which sucks, really sucks. And also just taking my medication does wonders. For some reason, I don't know what, I'm not feeling this sense of lethargic feeling I have to not actually want to do stuff. I could ramble on, but I do want to get this video edited, and I want to start making thumbnails and posting all this. It's a simple thing, not that good, but it's a good first step, and it's a good way to feel no pressure, because this is my vlog channel rather than my main channel. No pressure to actually be perfect or anything, or to implement stuff. It's just something that I can throw in so I can keep using it. My biggest worry was, for a long time, I just wasn't opening the programs and using them. And I paid good money for them, and I said, I'm dedicating my time to do this, and it's been a year and a half. I haven't. So the fact that I'm actually doing this is phenomenal. The fact that my time here is actually being used properly is phenomenal. I felt really bad yesterday because I was learning this stuff, which I always did, but I wasn't actually implementing it. I would learn a whole course and then I would never touch the stuff again. So what I thought would make me feel good and feel like I'm actually using it is to actually use it. So I am doing this with the vlog and all as well. Normally I feel bad or I'm too busy in the evenings to do this stuff. So I don't know how consistent this is, but it is something I want to add to it. I am kind of bummed that I'm only spending 25 minutes on these courses for Affinity and Final Cut. However, I am doing 10 minutes or so previously to kind of review what I've learned. And I'm also doing something different with the course that I've never done before. And it seems to be helping. It's essentially when they do something, I pause it and I do the thing myself. Or when they say, all right, now try this for yourself with this clip, I actually do it. Crazy, right? Blows my mind, but I would always try to go through the course very fast, and it made sense, so I'm like, why do I need to press those buttons? I'm now doing it so I can internally learn the stuff, because before I would learn then forget instantly. So to actually do it helps a lot, and it's great. It's been helping. Let's hope it, fingers crossed, it keeps going as well. That's kind of all I can think of. I am trying to be more social too. I invited a friend for lunch. We mentioned it, but we never actually did it. And I normally say those kinds of things like we should grab food, and then I never take that step or anything. So it's nice that I'm doing that. An old friend actually invited me and my girlfriend to see Spider-Man tonight, so that'll be fun. Another ADHD thing, all this is fresh in my brain, and it's important for me to say and know, is that I'm bad with time, as I said before. However, I've noticed that within the hour of a thing, like work, I can't think of anything and I have to do that. I can't really do anything within that time period because I feel like I'm going to be late, because I would. If I tried to do something, even if it's on a timer, once the timer ends, I would still spend like 10 minutes doing it, and then I'd be late, especially getting out the door, because I know it takes me 15 minutes to get out the door, because I'm like, oh, here are 5 things I should do before I leave. So I really try to accommodate for these kinds of things, which helps a lot. To-do lists, schedules, color coding, things that I know now that I physically can't do in my brain, I can do there. And I'm getting better with focusing too. I think reading a book for 25 minutes a day helps me, because literal silence, and it's just me in the book, and I'm flexing my focus muscle so I can get back into it. And that's been helping a lot, especially in classes, because I notice myself drifting away, and I feel it's a bit easier for me to stay focused on that thing a bit longer. Before, it was impossible to even stay focused. I just knew I'm gonna try to stay focused, but I'm not actually gonna be focused. While doing this, I have a Mac, so when I'm doing this, there's a lot of file management going around, and I'm finding myself really trying to drill down to the right folder to then use, and that's been very tedious and annoying. So hopefully I can find an easier method that's like already in there without downloading a new software or anything through Finder, because I love Finder, but I do want to try to make it just a bit more seamless, because there are a few folders that I go to quite often while using these certain projects. I think that's it. Hopefully I don't say a lot. I need to work on my presence in front of the camera, as well as just knowing what to say next. I've heard dyslexics are actually pretty good at socializing, and I can see myself thinking I'm not, but actually being social, so I'm going to try to work on that. I'm reading books that are good for me, and then a fun book, and then a good for me book. All of them are interesting. If it's not interesting, I can't read it. So next will be Cues, which is going to be about socializing and stuff. And, things like raising your eyebrows to show that you're surprised, or seeing someone do this to know that they're not interested. And I've been really going through the books, which is nice. I'm reading Percy Jackson, The Mark of Athena right now. Read the first 20 pages or something. I'm a slow reader, but I do enjoy it. So I might read it some more if I can finish this in time as well. But that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. And don't forget to take care of yourselves. Okay? Cheers.
Speak your mind. say what you're thinking. Just be you. Just be you.